The ECOWAS Community Court of Justice is on a 4-day sensitization campaign in the country to educate citizens on activities of the court. At a seminar in Accra, the president of the court, Mr. Justice Edward Amoako Asante, said the court will consider particularly human rights cases from member states and individuals.
The Community Court of Justice of ECOWAS was established by all 15 member states. The court became functional in 2001, although it was adopted in 1991. As part of its work, the court is tasked to resolve disputes relating to the interpretation and application of provisions of the revised treaty, protocols and conventions. Since its establishment, the court has successfully dealt with 382 cases from member states and also from individuals. The president of the 5-member court, Mr. Justice Edward Amoako Asante, said only 5 members of the sub-region have rectified the revised treaty and the annexed protocols and conventions.
An engagement such as this enables the court to stay compliant with the intent of the ECOWAS Vision 2020 document, which makes the citizens the fulcrum for a citizen-drive community. This forum, which brings together the citizens from diverse backgrounds, is therefore an acknowledgement of the value of such an opportunity to synthesize perspectives at the beginning of our 4-day sensitization campaign in Ghana.
Mr. Justice Amoako Asante said cases brought before the court should neither be unanimous nor be before any other international court.
The climate for human rights in the experiment of liberal democracy since the late 1990s has shown that laws and judicial pronouncements are not sufficient in the struggle to advance human rights. There is therefore an increasing recognition that entrenching our democracy is heavily dependent on in respect of human rights through the building of complementarity, citizen consciousness and pressure.
According to Mr. Justice Edward Amoako Asante, the ECOWAS court has no jurisdiction to deal with matters pending before the national courts of member states. The Director of Africa and Regional Integration at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Mr. Edward Amoako, said Ghana has shown leadership in the continent in matters of integration.
The activities of the Community Court of Justice are important, particularly as the regional integration agenda deepens within West Africa. With the increasing number of subjects and actors, as well as the complexity of regulations that are enacted in the regional integration space, there are likely to be differences in our understanding of the common regional goals and objectives. And indeed, for integration to also succeed, there ought to be equitable burden sharing through the fulfillment of obligations incumbent on member states.
The Community Court aims to serve citizens, organizations, and anyone who feels justice has not been served on